Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you some Bistec Empanizado with yellow rice and beans and some sweet plantains on the side. For those of you who do not know what Bistec Empanizado is, it's just fried steak. I'm going to show you how to make this step by step, Emely's way. Let's get cooking. Always starting with the ingredients. Today we have some cubed steak. This is a very inexpensive piece of meat. What I'm going to do is cut them right down the middle. I have 3 big pieces so I can cut them. What I'm going to do is dredge them in some Italian style breadcrumbs. We're going to need some eggs. We're also going to need a can of beans, some oil, and I chopped up about half of a small onion. We're going to use this pan to fry up our steak. So we're going to get started on the meat. What I'm going to do is cut them all down to portion size. Right now they're a little bit too big, so I'm just going to grab one and slice them right in half. Okay, so now the meat is cut how I want it. I placed it in the bowl. I'm going to grab some vinegar so we can go ahead and kill the bacteria in the meat. So we're always washing that. Then we're going to make sure every piece is covered with vinegar. It does also act as a tenderizer, so get the meat nice and soft. Once that's been soaking for a little bit, we're going to go ahead and rinse everything off with cold water. And then you're just going to dump all the water into the sink and make sure all the liquid is out. Okay, after a nice hand wash, I go ahead and start seasoning the meat. I grab, of course, my adobo light. If you don't have adobo light, that's fine. Use the regular adobo. Then I'm going to add some black pepper, then some cumin. Of course, I will add a packet of sazon just to get that color. And also, we're going to add a bit of garlic and some sofrito. Okay, so while the meat is marinating, let's get started on our rice. So my pan is nice and hot, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in some vegetable oil. We're gonna add and fry up some sofrito. And to this, I'm just gonna add a little bit of onion. That's optional, but I do love how it tastes with the onions in the rice. Next, of course, this is optional. I'm gonna add my olives because I love olives. And then we're gonna add about 1/3 of that can of salsa de tomate. This is the low sodium kind. You can use whichever one you have. Now let's add a bit of water, and then what we're gonna do is start seasoning it. We're gonna use some sazon, just a packet. After we put in a packet of sazon, we're going to go in with some black pepper. Next, we're going to use some oregano. After the oregano, we're going to just add some adobo. You can use as much as you want. I like for my rice to have some flavor, so I just go in with a couple sprinkles. Put the lid on and let it boil. Okay, so that's nice and bubbly. We're gonna give it a stir, and we're gonna go in with our can of beans. I'm using low sodium pink beans today. You can use whatever you have. So I'm gonna give that a mix, and then we're gonna put a little bit more water and add our washed rice. You can use whatever rice you have. At this point, you can adjust the water that you have. You see how it's a little dry on my end? I'm just gonna add a little bit more. If you have too much, just take it out. Then you're gonna wanna leave it on medium heat and let all of the water evaporate. Once the water has evaporated, what you're gonna do is turn that baby on low and give your rice a mix. My caldero's a little funny, this little one that I have, so I need to leave some water into the pan because if not, it'll burn my rice, but do it accordingly to yours. Let's work on the eggs. Little magic for you guys. What we're gonna do is just get 2 eggs and whisk them in a bowl. We're gonna add a little bit of milk and just make an egg wash so we can dredge the steak. Get yourself organized and do a little station like I did. You're gonna wanna grab your steak, place it in the egg wash, put it in the breadcrumbs. Make sure there's a good coating on that. There's little holes, so just press them into the steak. Shake off the excess breadcrumbs and then just place them on an empty plate. Repeat the process until all of the steaks are covered. All right, let's fry them up. So I have my pan on medium. It's nice and hot, and just place them nice in the pan. I'm not gonna overcrowd them, so I'm just gonna do 3 and 3. Keep an eye on them, make sure they're not burning. So I like mine nice and crispy and they've been frying up for a couple of minutes. I'm gonna give them a turn, and just after they're done, you're gonna transfer them onto a plate with some paper towels so they can suck up the oil, and we're done. So while the meat is resting, we're gonna go ahead and check on our rice, and look at that, guys. It's nice and fluffy. You can now decide to serve it with whatever you want. Totones, salad. In my case, I served it with some maduros and it was delicious. There you have it, guys, my recipe for Bistec Empanizado with yellow rice and beans. This is one of my family's favorite recipes, and I hope it will become yours too. If you have any questions, please go ahead and comment down below. Before you go, press that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There I am, hair flip because it was so good. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.